Hello class. The purpose of this video is to help us set up our environments for a home desktop. We're assuming Windows here, but we'll also cover Linux. I've provided a couple of links to start. One for MinGW, which is the Minimal GNU Windows compiler, and that's our C and C++ compiler. And also one for JGrasp, which is our integrated development environment, which will help us be more productive when we code. So if you follow the two links, it's pretty easy. There are download links on them. They are legitimate links. Okay. So here you see I've got my my compiler executable and then my IDE executable. So I'll just go ahead and run as administrator my compiler executable. And I'm going to create a new install, 32-bit. Now you see I've kind of put us all on the same page. For install directory, I've specified MinGW32. Now it's going to gripe at me because I already have something in this directory. And that's okay. You know, I already have an installation and I'm just installing over it for purposes of, illustration here for showing you how to do it. So I'm just going to click yes. The mirror that is closest to us will be Dallas. Okay, I'll just keep everything as is. Go ahead and install. So what it's doing now is it's writing a bunch of files to the install directory, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Depending on your system, it may take longer, it may take less, depending on several factors, but it shouldn't take longer than a minute or two here, so we'll just kind of wait it out. All right, now we see we're installing a bunch of include headers and source files as well. And we're on the home stretch. And we're done. So we're done with the compiler portion anyways. I don't want to read the README file. Okay, so now JGrasp. I'll go ahead and run. Next, I agree. Sure, I'll install a desktop shortcut for JGrasp. Okay, destination folder, I'll accept default. And JGrasp name is fine. I also want to associate C and C++ files with JGrasp. Okay, I'll try installing to another location. Sorry, I previously installed JGrasp and uninstalled it, so I got a kink there somewhere. So let me try this once more. I'll just install to, I don't know, some directory, JGrasp underscore. Let me try this. What I'll do, I'll run it as administrator. Yeah, I figured that would work. All right, so we're done here. Now I need to run JGrasp. We're not 100% done, but you know, our installations are finished. Now I have to set up JGrasp, and then we'll prove that it works. All right. So I'll go to Workspace. What I want to do is choose G++ generic. That's fine. So I'll say copy. Okay, I'll come over here. All right, so I'll need to specify my path. Okay, so path C min GW32. I'll point it to the binaries directory so that we'll be able to call G++ path. I'll also append to path C my install directory min GW32 libexec min GW32, and my installation, if you look here, what you'll need to do is go in here and verify the version that you have. C min GW32 libexec. Sorry, there's GCC min GW32, and see my version's 5.10. 5.1.0. All right, and save. That's fine. I have already set up a G++ generic environment, and that's fine. I'll just go ahead and save over it. I'll mow it over. G++ generic, apply, OK. All right, now I am in Documents. I'll create a new folder. I'll call it Projects or something like that. So I will dig into Projects, and I'll create a new file, File New C++. And I'll go ahead and I'll just code a quick sample program here. All right, and I'll go ahead and compile and link, and it'll want me to save it. And I'll save it as, I don't know, hello_world. I don't even need to put the C++. It'll add the extension. It'll add the CPP source file extension since it knows that it's a C++ file. And let's see. All right. Okay, so it gave me a warning, no new line at end of file. Fine, I'll make it happy. And really a warning isn't fatal anyways, it's just a warning, not an error. All right, operation complete, and let's go ahead and run this thing. Hello world. All right, so we're golden. Now here you can parse, you can check the syntax. Yeah, see, it didn't give me any errors there on syntax, so we're fine. All right, so that's good. Here's our output, hello world. By default, it creates an executable there. So that's kind of the basics for JGrasp. Now, if you want to do this on Linux, it's very easy. You can, so here a couple of options you can use. If you're used to using NetBeans for Java, that's fine. Or let's say, you know, Eclipse for Java, that's fine. You can do this on both Windows and Linux. Now, be aware that it's going to be there's more involved. So if you need help with that, let me know. It's just a little more complicated. So, you know, I said G++. G++ is going to be the GNU C++ compiler. So you see it's not installed by default. So what I got to do is, depending on your system, you know, whether you're using, you know, if you're using Red Hat or CentOS, then you'll use Yum. Sorry, this is in my way here. There we go. So I'll go ahead and install it. Okay. All right. So I'm having an internet connection problem. I can bang my head here and solve it, or I can simply go to another virtual machine where I know that G++ is installed, and we'll just go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how to use it. Once you install G++, pretty much all the dependencies are resolved. You can simply start using G++. There are no tricks, no hoops, nothing. Now, again, as I said, if you install NetBeans or gosh, Eclipse, then there are more hoops to jump through. But as of right now, we'll just go ahead and I'll show you how to use G++. So pardon me for a moment while my VM starts. All right. Okay, I actually have, I already have a directory here. I'll just keep good order's sake. All right, and I'll create a new directory here for a Hello World program. Oh, no, actually I already have one. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is with the Vim editor, I'll create a new file, a new source file, hello world.cpp. All right, and so I've done a basic Hello World program. So I'll go ahead and write and quit. Now, here comes the meat and potatoes. Okay, G++ is the executable. I need to specify my output file. I'll call my output file hello world.exe. Of course, Linux is kind of extension agnostic. You can call it hello world. You can call it really anything you want, any extension you want. It doesn't matter. Linux uses the concept of the magic number for file recognition, and G++ will simply run any executables as well. Now, so G++, the O flag or the O switch will tell it, you know, what I want my output to be. So I'll call my output hello world.exe. So G++ should write an output executable hello world to this directory. And then I specify my input files. My only input file here is going to be my source file, hello world.cpp. If I had another file, you know, I would specify it here, like in this manner. But since I don't, I'm just going to go ahead and compile it. We will compile and build it. We'll cross our fingers. Does it work? All right, good. I didn't make any mistakes. Now to execute it, of course, / hello world.exe and hello world. Okay, so that's it. All right. There is also, we can also do this online. There's a company called Cloud9 which offers a free programming environment. It's actually its own dedicated virtual machine for you that has provisions for you to code C++ projects, and we'll look at this in a little bit. All right, so that's all for now. Thanks.